Hello and welcome back to 7 Days to Die. Last episode we had the Horde Night, which went surprisingly well, considering this is all I have. But now that that's done and I grabbed what I could from the bodies, I'm going to sell what little I have and head back to town. I still have a lot of stuff I need to grab. Just kind of doing a quick run around so you understand how big this walls around this base are meant to be. It's 18 blocks out from each side of this building. Initially, I did it because I think it's 18 from this side to the fence, and I like symmetry. And then I decided, I could even convert a portion of this into farmland, because inevitably I'll need it. The graves are a little annoying, I'll have to blast my way through all of them. But this side is ample farmland. Probably leave the car there. This side's got, this clay field right here, which I might dig and then just backfill with a bunch of wood blocks, or I might do something with it. I don't fully know what I want to do with it yet, because it has potential. Another mysterious floating stone. But yeah, I've been thinking about that, and I'm not sure exactly how I want to build that out. Just because that one area is I'd just say very awkward to work with. Because on one hand, yes, I could just ignore it, build, and then attempt to turn it into farmland. And I might do that. I might just dig up my usual trenches, backfill with dirt, have my woodblock dividers, and go from there. That's a completely viable and acceptable way to do it. There's just also a part of me that's thinking, that's perfectly good clay, and I'm going to need a lot of clay to finish off the building. Plus, I want to have reserve cobblestone for repairs. I don't expect anything major. The next horde, I suspect, to some degree, will be a dog horde. But even then, I'm not too concerned. Dogs are dangerous, yes, but as long as I get the first level built and those metal fences remain for now, I'm good. They can't hop them. I can hopefully pick them off. I hopefully will have a crossbow up and running by then. But that's all stuff I have to be worried about in 6 days. That's a problem for future me. Oh, yeah, traders that way. I was following my treasure map, which I still have to do, but I'll do it later. Mostly because I don't really care. Yes, I could use the money, but the vendor's not really selling anything good right now, so it's kind of moot. I would just be able to successfully hoard cash until then. I believe I cleared out part of this last time. I think I did it off screen. Yeah, I ended up sweeping through the house, and it was just a bunch of clothes. I don't know, a burnt house would be interesting to live in, but it's just gonna end up being me knocking out the first floor and building my usual walls. But at least the layout's different. Wish I could find a trailer park early on, that would be a very interesting try.
How about I empty your pockets? Cha-ching! Thanks, buddy.
Man, I really hope that wasn't my good hat. Just kind of dawned on me that I only have one good hat, and I think I just sold it. Oh well. I can always make a new one, I'm not overly concerned. If I was, I would go back and buy it back at most likely a loss, and just not up for that. Even though I have enough feathers, I still want more. I'll take the eggs, because I still need food. I'm out of bacon and eggs now. That was fun while it lasted. So let's toss whatever we have on us in here quick. Feathers, you. Have our usual stuff. And let's find some places to loot. Because we've already hit here. We've already hit this street. I think we haven't hit there or there. I believe we cleared here. Didn't touch there. There's the houses. There's the other store. There's also this dirt path that leads off into one sick half-pipe made of dirt. Could always give that a whirl and see where it goes. Has it always been this biome? I do not remember it being looking like this. Or I'm just crazy. Probably both. See how many cactuses I hit on the way through. Now that I'm on a path, probably done. God, could you imagine actually walking up this kind of incline? Oh, I heard somebody just hit a cactus. Don't know why the word evaded me. Oh, there you are. And there you are, too. Oh, there's another house over here. Neat. 3 houses. Ooh. This is a busy little dirt path. Swing around, try to get aggro on everyone. And then just lead them over here where I can see. Oh, that nurse broke her legs on the cactus, probably. Just gonna deal with this guy first. Ah, bad shot. Better shot. What do you got? Treasure map. I mean, I'll take it. Once my base is built, I'll run around and do these and mess around with that, but as it stands, I don't really have the resources. My base just isn't secure enough for me to comfortably run around for a bunch of time. Not busting through the metal. Duster. That would be worth something. There's someone very loud outside. Oh, you. Come on. As much as I hate those guys, I'm also really glad that they just ram their head through walls. Absolutely no risk to myself. Could take the chair for wood, but I'm not that desperate. It's a little place. I've thought about trying to live in one of these. If I find one again, I'll try it. It's always kind of wild. We'll hit the burnt house, because I don't expect much. They're usually pretty barren. Which is fine by me. I'll just fix that up real quick. Nothing in the fridge. Coal. I never find myself using it, but who knows, maybe this will be the day I bother to actually use coal for something. Blood bag. Yep, we can break this. If you're playing on console, that's a trick you can always do with these metal plates, is if you can crouch, you can look under them. You can usually find hidey holes for backpacks. Not the greatest. Like, you can see this one has another block underneath it, while this one, you could clearly see a gap. This one has a block. This club's gonna break. That's not good. Stealing that candle. Well, I can just leave this way. I should probably go kill the zombies. I also need a new bow. Make a new bow, make a new club. Goodbye, 217 Club, you served really well. Oh, I forgot to cut up the corpses. I'll go back and do that. I have to head that way anyways. What can I say? I like to be meticulous about these things. Don't leave a corpse uncut, because they slow you down, and if I need to run for any reason, mostly bears, I don't want to get slowed on anything. At least this is boosting my blade weapon skill. Too bad this iteration of the game has this and a machete you can find. I don't even know if the updated version has more bladed weapons, which is a shame because I feel like things like a katana just make sense. I remember one time living in a house like this. I tried to build a farm over here, and I didn't realize you need a 1 block space between your plants, and I grabbed one of my plants to harvest it, and it fell and chain destroyed every other plant I had placed. I learned valuable lessons. I was also using a 1 block high wood fence, and essentially cheating the system because the zombies were just too stupid. They eventually figured out to break it, but it lasted far longer than it realistically should have. Ah, that's a bad shot. I shouldn't have taken it. Shouldn't have taken that one. Skill, survival. We're just gonna keep knocking away at the hunger degradation. Because I really don't want to eat sham sandwiches. I can eat the chicken ration if need be. Once again, it falls under the I don't want to. Swinging the club has just the goofiest hollow thud. I mean, they're zombies, they don't have much for brains at this point, but it's just kind of funny to me. And you can't figure out how to get down the steps. That's one question I've always had with zombie games and books and movies, is how dumb would a zombie realistically be? Because there's always the bit of, oh, it shuts down everything but, you know, like your reptile part of your brain, your absolute bare minimum needed to sustain a walking creature. But would that also be dumb enough to not understand to turn and that it can only blast through things? Or would it in fact be that stupid? I don't know. Do I know the exploding crossbow? Yes, I do. I can sell that. I don't really need painkillers. You know, I'm gonna run back to the run, but the drop-off chest. Simply because I'm out of space. And I could definitely use the stuff that's there, or what I can find. The path is this way. Man, I just can't get over some of the wonky terrain generation. If this hill was a lot more gradual, this wouldn't be bad. But this, I have to move so slow or I risk just leaping off and breaking my shins. Or potentially just straight up dying. Take one wrong step off a ledge, you just explode. It's like every 80s and 90s car crash scene where a car like rolls down a hill and just explodes into a ball of fire. Even though cars don't normally do that. See, the pistol parts aren't bad. More bones, always useful. Moldy bread can be used for medicine. Can sell those. The iron arrowheads are good because that's effectively the most costly part of a crossbow bolt. Though one could argue that the feathers are a little more difficult to find, but I'm sitting on a stockpile, so I can't say that's my most difficult to acquire part at this very moment. Yeah, I'm gonna have to hit there eventually. I've thought about switching it to have zombies run at night, but I just really hate that. Their hitboxes and their animations make them wonky enough to hit. I don't need to give them more help. And if I could change their spawn rates so that it's... Horde nights are normal, but the rest of the time they have increased spawns, I'd do it. I just don't think you can. And I could turn up the difficulty and make it so they're tankier, but it's already annoying enough as the game goes on and I start shooting them in the head multiple times. So it's like I don't want that. I want feasible enemies, just more of them. Man, it's not even like a double sink, it's just 2 sinks. That's fancy. Yeah, I don't want the coal. Like, I'm not gonna say no to it, it's just... Of all the resources I could be getting, I really don't want it. Oh, the chicken! Oh, come on, I would have hunted and killed that. I could use the meat. But it had to just climb over a corpse and jump out a hole in the garage. Which is the weirdest sentence I can come up with. Up we go! Nothing. That's probably got a gun safe. I mean, I don't want the moldy bread since I don't have the stuff to make the medicine with it. And I think it's just antibiotics. And if this is going to play out like any of my normal playthroughs, I will have enough antibiotics by the end of this. Because for some reason the airdrops really like dropping medical supplies. To the point where I have to sell the big med kits. Because I have dozens and dozens and dozens of them. I could have chopped through the wall, I just wanted the iron. Yeah, I knew you'd be here. 1 wood. Astounding. And another wood. Well, I'm gonna bust this open, and we'll... Through the power of editing, you will see very little of it. And what do we have inside? Revolver part, hunting rifle part, shotgun part, well, hunting rifle receiver, and some pistol stuff. Okay. Could be better, could be worse. We'll go drop all this off. Oh, I haven't even checked the rest of this place. What am I thinking? Lightning round through here. More clothes. It's worth more sold than it is broken down. Empty bookcase. Another helmet I can sell. I really need to just nut up sometime and make shotgun shells. I always end up with a ton of paper I have to sell, and eventually the guy stops buying it. Anything good? Just paper. No. Mine. My painting now. We're going to decorate my house. We're gonna Marie Kondo this thing. I can always make a new shovel. Please no toilet pistol for once. Okay, just human turds. And then we'll drink that quick, grab those. Also, yeah, if that is what your crap looks like, you need to go see a doctor. Your body is not using any bile. That's a serious medical issue. Back to the dump box. I could make a splint, I just really don't want to. I hate breaking limbs in this game. It already happens enough when a zombie just decides to slap my leg. That will just lightning round through here and dump everything. There's not a lot of room to work with now. But that's where I'm going to call it for now. If you enjoyed this episode, please make sure to hit the like button. It helps out the channel a lot. If you are new, please make sure to hit the subscribe button. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.